And I think this goes to also our view of history at Pacifica. History is not popular these days. Most people, most schools, most individuals are dismissing history. Everything that's in the past is wrong, bad, old, outdated, or whatnot. And everything in the present is good, but it's really all about the future. When we took college trips with our kids, we visited a number of schools, and it was striking to see the difference between like a school like, say, Notre Dame and a school like Stanford. Incredible schools. Both schools are incredible. We resonated more with Notre Dame, even though Stanford's a great school. At Stanford, here's what we heard. We heard all about the future. We heard all about what are you going to do for the future? What are you going to do for humanity? Which is a great thing to say. But at Notre Dame, we heard, here's what's going on in the past, here's what's going on in the present, and here's what's going on in the future. And that resonated with us so much because it's not just about the past, it's not just about the present, it's also about the future. It's about all three of those things collectively. And we thought that was really resonated with us. Stanford resonated as well, but again, it's more about the future, not much about the past. So we respect the past, understanding there's some great things about the past, some things that are not so great about the past that we need to sift through, and then live in the present, and then prepare for the future. So that's the kind of education that Pacificans are going to get. Homage to the past, living in the present, prepared and excited about the future. We also think that Christ embodies that. Christ took care of our past, the mistakes we made, the things that we've done. He stands with us in the present, and he's got our future. And so all three of those places come together at Pacifica. They come together in Christ, and we just are super excited about that. We went and visited a number of years ago the Kate School up in Santa Barbara. The Kate School is a boarding school, beautiful school. And we toured one half of the school first, the lower half. And at the Kate School, we walked into these classrooms, and there were chalkboards. This is like 10 years ago, right? Chalkboards and globes and wooden desks. And really, the classrooms were really small and really only enough for 10 students. And I said, well, this is kind of outdated. Like, what are they doing here? And I began to realize that part of the school is an homage to the past. They didn't want to change it. They wanted chalkboards and globes and wooden desks because they felt like kids can learn with good ideas. They can learn in small groups. We don't have to have bigger classrooms. And then I walked into the old gym with the chalkboard and the wooden backboards, and I go, well, that's kind of old. It's kind of interesting, kind of quaint, kind of cute. But then I went to the other half of the campus, which was completely state-of-the-art. Brand new gym, technology, big classrooms, all the technology you can ever imagine. And what they were saying at Kate was the past is important, the present is important, and the future was important. I was impressed by that. And that's what we want at Pacific. We want to be in all three of those places, in all three of those spaces, because we think that's going to help kids flourish.